Some pistols feel like you're gripping a cordless drill wrapped in sandpaper. You pull the trigger, and your palm files for workers' comp. I don't care how tactical it looks or how many Navy SEALs used it in 2025. If it feels like hot garbage in the hand, I'm out. Comfort isn't a luxury anymore. It's essential. Whether you're carrying all day, running weekend matches, or just mag dumping for therapy, the gun better feel like it was made for you. That's why today, we're counting down the top 7 most comfortable pistols, the ones that feel like they belong in your hand from the first shot to the last. From race guns to budget-friendly plinkers, these picks bring that buttery grip, controllable recoil, and all-day shootability. Trust me, once you shoot comfort first, there's no going back. Let's get into it. HKCC9. Coming in hot at number 1, we've got the brand new HKCC9, Heckler & Koch's first micro-compact 9mm pistol built right here in the US. This thing is HK's answer to the deep concealment craze, and it actually lives up to the hype. The CC9 measures just 6.03 inches long and is less than an inch wide, tipping the scales at only 18.4 ounces without the mag, so it basically disappears inside the waistband. Barrel length is a compact 3.32 inches, and you get 2 mag options, either 10+1 or 12+1 rounds, giving you a little flexibility for how flush or grippy you want it to ride. It's got all the features you'd expect from HK, a super sturdy build, tight slide-to-frame fit, and that overkill HK reliability. This pistol went through over 750,000 rounds of testing before they ever let one out of the factory. It's optics ready with an RMSC footprint and sports a short Picatinny rail up front for your light or laser if you want to get tactical. Sights are spot on, a tritium front with a blacked-out rear, which makes picking up your target in low light a breeze. The grip is honestly one of the best on any micro-compact. HK gives you interchangeable back straps so you can tweak the fit, and even with my big mitts, it never felt cramped. Slide serrations are deep and positive, no slipping around even when my hands got sweaty. The trigger isn't match grade, but it's clean and breaks the same every time. Controls are right where they should be, and the takedown is simple, no need to pull the trigger, which is a nice touch for safety. Comfort-wise, it rode appendix all day with zero drama, no pinching, no printing. Only gripe? You're working with a 10-round mag unless you use the 12, but honestly, that's part of the game for micro carry. If you want an alternative, maybe look at the P365, but the CC9 just feels more premium in the hand. If you want a deep carry gun that doesn't punish you, the HKCC9 should absolutely be on your list. Coming in at number 2, we've got the Staccato HD P4, aka the carry gun for people who want their EDC to feel like a tuned-up track car. This is a 9mm double-stack 2011 with a 4.4-inch bull barrel, aluminum frame, and a full 15+1 round capacity. It's basically Glock 19 sized, but that's where the comparison stops. This thing is smoother, faster, and way more refined. The frame is all-American metal with that signature 2011 grip angle, and it's optic-ready out of the box. The trigger is pure butter, flat-faced, glass break, short reset. Honestly, one of the best I've ever felt on a factory pistol. There's barely any muzzle rise, and the recoil impulse is so soft it's almost boring. That's the beauty of it. It's comfortable in every way. The grip texture is aggressive enough to lock you in but doesn't shred your hands, even after a full training day. The beaver tail and undercut let you choke up high, and the balance is damn near perfect. It points naturally and recovers fast. I ran this during a 2-day pistol class and was hitting faster, cleaner, and more consistently than with anything else I brought. Even with steel-cased range junk, it ran flawlessly. Now it's not light. This ain't your jogging gun. But for OWB or winter carry, it's a beast. And if you're a LEO or use a battle belt setup, it fits right in. The only real downside here is the price tag. This thing ain't cheap. You're in the $2,500 plus range depending on how you spec it, and mags aren't exactly budget-friendly either. But man, you feel every dollar when you shoot it. If that sticker gives you heartburn, the Springfield Prodigy might scratch a similar itch for less. But be ready to tinker. Sliding into the third spot is the Wilson Combat SFX-9, and I'll just say it. This might be one of the most comfortable shooting 9mm pistols I've ever laid hands on. This isn't your grandpa's 1911. It's Wilson's modern take. All the precision, None of the outdated baggage. You're looking at a 3.25-inch or 4-inch barrel depending on the model, a monolithic aluminum frame, and a 15+1 capacity in a single stack design that somehow doesn't feel thin or awkward. It's lightweight, but still manages to feel planted in the hand. The machining is next level. Every edge is melted, every line is clean. No hot spots, no bite, just pure comfort. The grip texture gives you traction without tearing your skin off, and the front and backstrap checkering is perfectly done. That combined with the high undercut and beaver tail lets you ride the gun super high for flat recoil control. The trigger, no surprise, is elite. Short take-up, crisp break, fast reset. Wilson doesn't mess around. It's a shooter's gun, plain and simple. I carried this appendix for 2 weeks straight and forgot I had it on some days. It hides better than a lot of chunkier double-stack options, but still runs like a duty gun when it needs to. I've run everything from cheap range ammo to hot plus P defense loads through mine, and it doesn't flinch. Zero malfunctions, buttery smooth cycling, and accuracy that'll make you feel like you know what you're doing. Now real talk. The price is spicy. You're looking at over $2,500 easy, and it ain't exactly a range toy you beat up on. But it's built to be carried and trusted, and it's honestly a dream to shoot. If you want something that blends high-end performance with carry comfort in a way that very few guns do, the SFX9 is a no-brainer. It's like the Bentley of EDC guns. Expensive, yeah, but once you shoot it, you get it. At number 4, we've got the Sig Sauer P365 X Macro. It's micro in size but feels and shoots like a full-size duty pistol. We're talking about a 17+1 capacity in a pistol that's barely bigger than the OG P365. That alone makes it special, but it's the way it handles that puts it on this list. The X Macro comes with a 3.7-inch barrel, an optic-ready slide, and a built-in compensator that actually works. That little porting up front makes a noticeable difference. Recoil is flat, muzzle rise is minimal, and it stays on target like a champ. It also features SIG's updated grip module with an extended dust cover, a Picatinny rail, and a full-length grip that gives your whole hand a home without adding bulk. It's one of the most comfortable striker-fired pistols I've carried, period. The trigger is flat-faced and crisp, exactly what you want in a fast-shooting defensive pistol. The grip texture is solid from the factory, though I did end up stippling mine just to get that extra locked-in feel. But even stock, it doesn't slip or rub you raw during extended sessions. What makes the X Macro so damn comfortable is how it blends everything: capacity, control, carryability, without giving up shootability. It's a weird mix of Glock 19 performance in a P365 footprint. Appendix carry is easy with it, especially with the slim profile, and the fact that it doesn't beat your ribs to death is a huge win. Honestly, if I had to pick one do-it-all gun that stays comfy on body and doesn't suck to train with, this might be it. It's that good. Downsides? Maybe the grip could be a little more aggressive out of the box. But for most people, it's perfect as is. The X Macro proves that carry guns don't have to suck to shoot. Coming in at number 5 is the Glock 49 Gen 5 MOS. This is one of the most underrated, most comfortable to shoot Glocks they've ever made. It's basically a long slide Glock 19. You're getting the compact G19 frame paired with the full-length G17 slide and barrel, which gives you the best of both worlds. The result? A softer recoil impulse, a longer sight radius, and better overall balance without giving up concealability. Barrel length is 4.49 inches, chambered in 9mm, with a standard 15+1 capacity. Since it's a Gen 5, you get all the goodies: NDLC finish, flared magwell, improved trigger, no finger grooves, thank God, and full ambi controls. The MOS version is optic ready, so dropping on a red dot is easy. Now, Glocks aren't known for feeling amazing in the hand, but the 49 changes that up a bit. That longer slide actually helps balance out the snappy feel of the G19 grip. It feels more planted when you shoot, less flippy, and more like a full-size pistol in recoil behavior. It's still a Glock, so it's blocky, but it doesn't feel like a brick on your hip, especially if you're running appendix. I carried this on and off for a month and never once regretted it. At the range, it runs flat, tracks fast, and the longer slide just gives it that extra bit of comfort that compact Glocks usually lack. I threw a Timney trigger in mine and a Holosun 507C on top. Game changer. But it's kind of a niche gun, so holster options and aftermarket stuff can be limited. But if you're already deep in the Glock ecosystem, this thing makes perfect sense. It's a great shooter, great carrier, and one of the rare Glocks that I'd actually call comfortable. If you want a soft shooting, optic-ready carry setup without going full size, the G49 MOS is a killer option. At number 6 is the Taurus TX22 Competition SCR, and I'll be straight with you. I didn't expect to like this gun as much as I do. It's a .22 long rifle pistol, so obviously you're not getting any real recoil, but what makes this thing special is how fun and comfortable it is to run. It's basically the range toy that turned into a serious training tool. You're getting a 16+1 capacity, an optics-ready slide, suppressor-ready threaded barrel, and a slide cut designed to reduce weight and improve cycling, all straight from the factory. Taurus even includes a competition-style trigger that's surprisingly clean for a gun in this price range. The SCR version has a redesigned frame that's built more like a tactical duty pistol, which gives it way better ergonomics than your typical .22 plinker. The grip is full-sized and well-contoured, so it fills the hand without feeling fat or awkward. Controls are laid out exactly where they should be, and the mag release is extended just enough to be fast without being obnoxious. Now, let's talk about comfort. This thing is stupid soft to shoot. No recoil, no muzzle flip, no fatigue, even after dumping hundreds of rounds in a single session. It's honestly one of the few guns where I've burned through a brick of .22 in a day and didn't want to stop. I've used it to teach new shooters, and I've used it to run dry-to-live fire transitions, and it just eats it up. Is it a carry gun? Nah. But if you're talking about pure comfort and control, especially for training or fun, the TX22. Competition SCR is an absolute sleeper. Oh, it's still a Taurus, so you might get some raised eyebrows at the range. But this one punches way above its weight. For a gun that costs less than a good holster, it's a no-brainer addition to the safe. Rounding out the list at number 7 is the Sig Sauer P322. And let me tell you, this thing is a straight-up blast to shoot. It's a .22 long rifle pistol with a 20+1 capacity, which already gives it an edge for training, plinking, or just pretending you're John Wick without the ammo bill. The frame is polymer with a shape and feels super close to the P365 family, so it's slim, ergonomic, and familiar in the hand if you're already in the SIG ecosystem. It comes optic-ready, has a threaded barrel for a suppressor or comp, and includes both a flat and curved trigger shoe, which is a sweet little touch. Now, what makes the P322 a standout in the comfort category is how it runs. It's light, low recoil, obviously it's .22, but more than that, it's smooth. The trigger is surprisingly solid for a rimfire, and the slide cycle's clean even with bulk ammo. It doesn't require crazy maintenance or super clean hands to keep going. I've dumped thousands of rounds through mine, and while it hiccups now and then with garbage ammo, it's way more reliable than most .22s I've messed with. Comfort-wise, it's basically recoil-free. You can shoot this thing all day without a single hand cramp, which makes it perfect for beginners or just burning through drills on a budget. It also rides great in a holster if you want to use it for dry fire practice and draw work. Downsides? It's still rimfire, so don't expect perfect reliability. And it's not a carry gun, obviously. But in terms of pure comfort, low recoil, great grip, smooth shooting, the P322 nails it. It's cheap to feed, fun to shoot, and shockingly well designed. If you want something to train with that won't beat up your hands or your wallet, the SIG P322 deserves a spot in your lineup. So that's the lineup. 7 of the most comfortable pistols I've ever shot, carried, or trained with. If I had to crown a winner for all-around comfort and performance, the Staccato HDP4 takes it hands down. Yeah, it costs more than your first car, but man, it shoots like a dream. For a more everyday setup, the P365X Macro is tough to beat. Conceals easy, shoots flat, and doesn't wreck your ribs after 8 hours of carry. Honestly, every gun on this list brings something solid to the table, whether it's the low recoil of the P322 and TX22, or the elite build quality of the Wilson Combat SFX9. But hey, this is my list. Now I want to hear yours. Drop your favorite comfort-focused pistols in the comments and tell me what I missed. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll check you later.